Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're going to be interviewing Declan here. He's the owner of Marchand Agency and the founder of the Digital Entrepreneurs. We're going to be focused on a case study here where he actually went from 0 to 18K in course sales in just 60 days. So how's it going, Declan? Welcome. Maybe you can tell everyone a little bit about yourself. We're super excited to have you on.
Of course, Nathan. First off, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. It was great going through your program. The first thing I wanted to just touch on, like you said, is describing exactly what I do and who I do it for. So long story short, Matrimont, we made it to the highest rated online marketing company in Virginia back in 2020 and 2021. So 2 years running. So the agency kicked off super great, but I wanted to take the skills I had from the marketing agency and basically bring it to like a one-to-many application. So what I ended up doing was really kind of, helping agency owners with organic tactics, marketing, all that good stuff. But on top of that, while I really started to, kick off, AI kind of came into the scene and I became obsessed. So my whole program, Digital Entrepreneurs, is geared towards, teaching agency owners or aspiring agency owners the best AI tools, you know what I mean? The best AI tactics, the best ways to integrate it into your business so you can, get the best results and whatnot.
Wow, that's epic, man. So helping agency owners get clients with AI, that stuff is cutting edge, man. So super
Oh,
stoked to hear what you're
absolutely.
doing. So yeah, I just wanted to ask, for those who don't know, how did you hear about me? How did you first find out about clients and coaching?
So the first time I heard about clients and coaching, it actually is interesting. It wasn't necessarily I heard about clients and coaching, but I heard about Nathan. You know what I mean? So I saw one of your live streams on Facebook. You were talking about some organic marketing and whatnot. And I remember, I think I added a friend of yours or something. So you popped up in my feed. And I remember looking at it. And at first, I usually scroll by stuff, but you had this like chart out on a board and whatnot. And you're standing by it. And it had all this really cool stuff with just, not networking, but like marketing, without using, paid ads, because that's kind of like an easy way to lose all your money in the beginning for sure. So checking it out and I was like, oh, sweet, a bunch of, free value right there, which is something that's definitely lacking in today's, online culture. Everyone's just trying to sell you shit, but you provided stuff for free. And then from there, I think I dropped a couple comments, I DM'd you a couple times. And then from there, we got the conversation started. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's you.
awesome, man. Yeah, so you're checking out some of my live streams. I know we had like a few conversations in the DMs. Yeah, we got on a call, and then from there, like, you decided to join the program, which was awesome. So curious, like, what made you choose to work with us and join the six-figure coaching blueprint?
It's that award right behind you, sir. It's that. One thing I'll tell you right now is you can't fake greatness, and you can't really fake that award. I mean, maybe some people do, but you had the picture with Russell Brunson. Those of you who don't know Russell Brunson, he's pretty much the godfather of online marketing. Everybody knows him. So, I mean, and this is kind of, I don't want to go on a tangent here, but this is actually something that is one of the things that impressed me about you, Nathan, that is lacking in today's, let's say, guru world, so to speak. You see all these ads online of people, make money here, make money there, but it's almost always like, I don't want to say smells of a scam, but like the first thing I saw was the award. So therefore, if you have the award, in basic logic, you must be good at marketing. From there, if you're good at marketing, you must have some sort of knowledge about how I can make more money with my, agency program, et cetera, et cetera. So I think the main thing was just seeing that and basically immediately being able to remove you, separate you from all the other people that are constantly trying to get your attention. Because like I said before, you can't fake that. I mean, that award signifies marketing greatness. It's marketing royalty. So, you know what I mean? And one day I'll have one, but I don't now. So that was one of the first things. And, anyone else watching this, that's proof right there on his back wall.
Yeah, I love that, man. Yeah, this is definitely like a badge of honor in the marketing world, and took a lot of hard work and effort to get there. And yeah, I'm glad you recognized, and I'm glad that you saw, the pictures, the proof, and yeah, that you put your faith in me and decided to come on board. So thanks so much, man.
Of course.
I wanted to just put this out there for the viewers, but like, what were some of the biggest like obstacles and struggles, some of the things that you were trying to work through, the challenges you had when you first joined the program?
That, man, that's a big one. Where to start with that? I think the main thing is, like I said in the beginning of this entire convo, is that, I own Digital Entrepreneurs, where we help people with AI and, marketing strategies and whatnot. And part of the problem is I was helping a lot of people and getting them awesome results, agency owners, aspiring agency owners. But one of the problems was I didn't have any of this in a coherent place, so to speak. And one of the things I saw, in your Facebook group, on some of your live streams, you talked about course creators. And that's something I seen ads for that. I've heard about that. But that one thing I think is I would say the biggest thing is coming in, helping me with that offer, helping me, with that niche, so to speak, avatar, but getting that all in one concise place. Because you know what I mean? It's easy to be on, 5 phone calls at once and messaging this guy, messaging that guy, when in reality, like, just having you, hiring you on, having you come in, organizing everything, being like, okay, you're going to use this, and that, having everything structured so I could not only save time, but streamline the entire process. Because that's one huge thing that you see a lot, is like disorganization, like tons of courses. It's just higgledy-piggledy. You got stuff over here, stuff over there. And I needed something that I could, mitigate that and just have a streamlined, course. So I would say the biggest thing is everything wrapped into creating that course: the avatar, the offer, and the home for the course.
Yeah,
which is ultimately what made me my money. So
yeah, 100%, man. Having that all in one place is super powerful. And the fact that you can like automate the delivery of what you're teaching, so you're not having to like repeat yourself over and over again and like teach the same thing to like 10 people. You can just automate that delivery. You can have an evergreen course that does the work for you, and then you can give that personalized coaching like in your group coaching calls, man. So that's huge that you had that breakthrough to like get some more time back, get things structured, get things organized in that way. So I guess that transitions us nicely to like talking about like the results that you got from actually like launching this course with the digital entrepreneurs, and going from 0 to 18K in 60 days, which is amazing, man. So maybe you can speak to that a little bit.
The part everybody wants to hear, right? I think that the main thing with this, and what I found so interesting, especially in this quick side note when starting off with this stuff, is like the numbers for all this stuff. Like, people, we don't see the work that goes into this. One of the things I just want to thank you with, Nathan, is like launching a course and being able to make something like, like I said, 18K in 2 months. Like, that's something I would have only ever dreamed of. So having like, and it almost sounds like clickbait. Like, okay, we're just going to say it now, 18K in 2 months, but like, that's what organization does. Like, having it in one place. Like, I could have never got that otherwise, because I've tried a lot of different things, especially with digital entrepreneurs, like trying to, launch certain webinars, launching ads, trying stuff. But it's because it's so disorganized that you can't kind of get those kind of numbers. So one of the things that help is having that streamlined process that we just talked about earlier, the avatar, the offer, the course, all that in one place. I was able to streamline it. So when I do go live, when I do run ads, when I do anything, I can't pull those numbers. So to answer your question, I was able to make 18 G's in 2 months, 60 days. But I'll be honest, and this is the part people don't see, like, I've launched digital entrepreneurs many times and I've failed many times. You know what I mean? I've made $500 in a month, 2 months. So it's like, you know what I mean? You probably, what I'm talking about. You've experienced it, the rocky road of an entrepreneur. But, to sum this up, like, if there's one thing, it's the organization and having that streamlined that can get you, those numbers fast. Whereas before, I never had them. So that's really, not to be clickbait or, just throw those numbers up, but that's a big thing, is the organizational side of that and the streamlined side to make those numbers in that amount of time.
Yeah, for sure. And like, success takes hard work. It's not like a get rich quick thing or like a pill to solve your business problems.
Oh, absolutely.
So, like, you took the framework, you took the blueprint, and you made it work for you. So that's awesome, man. And yeah, I mean, next thing I want to touch on here is like, you mentioned like you had some failures, you had some of those months where you struggled and only made like $500, which we've all been there. But I'm curious to hear, like, what were you trying back then that didn't work? Like, what were some of the things you tried in the past that just, weren't helpful, that didn't get you the result you wanted when you were first getting started?
For sure. I would say the first thing, just right off the top of my head, paid ads. Paid ads are great. Okay. They're really good, but like, especially, I can't speak for coaches really or course creators, but I know for agency owners and teaching people that, because that's what I specialize in. Paid ads are a surefire way to lose a lot of money in the beginning because you need things established. I'm not going to go into detail because that will take hours, but the whole idea is like like, I don't know how to say it, like starting off with something when you don't have the middle or the beginning and starting at the end, like with paid ads, when
right.
else, I spent a ton of money and it also made me feel, I don't say insecure, but really made me like dented my confidence in this game. Like, should I quit? Why should I do this? I just wasted a bunch of money. But one of the big things is like avoiding that. And that's actually another thing I liked about your thing, a lot of organic strategies.
Yes.
So that's the first thing, avoiding paid ads. That's more of a skill though. Another big thing, and this is more for anyone watching that's really big, is knowing who you're going with. So I talked to Nathan a lot before I went with him. I vetted him. And I'm not going to name any names. I'm not going to say any groups, but one thing that I have, and ultimately it's helped because it's trial and error, but investing in a lot of bullshit courses, so to speak, because it's they're out there, man. Like you cannot.
I've taken them.
Yeah, and some of them are just absolute garbage. I mean, I took a course that promised everything in the fucking sun, and it was a guy just doing selfies, talking to the camera. I mean, it was literally his stream of consciousness. It was terrible. And what I know, you know what I'm talking about, Nathan, but the whole idea with this is like, when I first started, like not just the ads and things, trying things, but like researching before you jump into stuff. And ultimately people are learning from me because I just was head on into everything and kept struggling with this process. But in reality, like once I took my time, once I searched, once I found you, once I understood these basic processes, it became so much easier. But like to kind of make a long story short, because I know I went off there, but like the biggest things I tried are like, obviously trying ads, trying a lot of courses. But I think all of those things, and even a lot of cold email or stupid shit like that, a lot of those things though, they stem from not knowing what you're doing. So you know what I mean? Like, and that's a big another thing, like with the live stream and stuff, free value that you gave, and like it's knowing from 1,000-foot view, a bird's eye view, what's going on. Because if you don't know, from a far away what's going on, you're going to be over here spending all your time, like me, paid ads, buying shit from the gurus, when that's not what you need. You need something way back there. So that's to make a long story short. Yeah, struggling a lot with just paid ads and buying a lot of junky courses, just thinking it's going to solve your problems. In reality, you just take your time and then, invest in someone who's actually legit.
Yeah. And that's a huge problem, man. I mean, I've taken courses like that too, where it's like literally past recorded coaching calls, and that's the entire course. And to get like one nugget of information, you have to watch this hour-long call. And the whole freaking course is built like that, man. And it's just such a drain. So yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out, because in our program, we've condensed things into actionable Google Docs, where like you can actually go in, you can watch like a short video that gives you all the information you need to execute that step, whether it's crafting your offer, picking your niche, how to execute different types of posts organically that are proven to get leads. And just having that in a very concise format, that frankly, most people are too lazy to deliver a product that's like that quality. They'd rather do a selfie video with their phone or throw a bunch of recorded coaching calls together that are just frankly garbage. And I would never, want to buy something like that for myself, or put something out there like that for others, having been through it.
You know what it's like? It's just a quick analogy. It's really interesting that I realized that the Hollywood does this. They'll create movie trailers where they give away everything. Because in reality, people go, well, why do they give everything? Because just like that, as long as the marketing is fancy, it doesn't matter if you go in and it's shit, because A, they got your money. B, if they go in and they like it, you got your money too, and then they'll go back. So it's a win-win. So you can show everything, you can give everything away, and then it can be really shitty. And that's where, the vetting process comes in and whatnot.
Yeah, 100%, man. So I guess just, to wrap this up with you talking about how you had done like paid ads, the other thing I want to add to that is like, we did say, yes, paid ads do work, but in this course, we actually give you like a foundation to know how to market yourself organically so that you can actually move on to these more advanced techniques when you're ready and when you have the cash flow, when you're doing those 30, 40, 50K months, and you can say, okay, now I can invest in ads. And guess what? I'm great at making content now, so my ads are going to hit. I'm great at being on video, so my webinars, my VSLs are all going to hit, and I know exactly what to do because I built the right foundation for my business and I got here legitimately. So that's what we do in a nutshell, is like help people like you, Declan, with their organic marketing, their course creation, their offer, and help them scale it up to at least 10, 20, 30K per month, and then have that headroom to take the next leap. So I guess in closing, man, like what advice would you give anyone who's interested in working with clients and coaching, who's interested in the six-figure coaching blueprint and working with me as a coach?
I'd say, yeah, man, that's a big one. I think the first thing is, investing in yourself always. And that doesn't always mean buying shit. It means reading the books. It means doing the studying. It means working extra hard. You know what I mean? It's doing all those things. And I think by going in and vetting someone like you, Nathan, going in, doing all that stuff, you're going to find that not only is it a good course and whatnot, but, it's the right choice. Because like for me, like I barely passed high school. That's the first thing. Like didn't go to college. I had no technical skills. I didn't really come from a particularly well-connected or rich family. Like I didn't have any of the, normal boxes checked. But not only do I have the highest online rated marketing company in Virginia, I also have, a killer, program for agency owners, and I'm richer than any of my friends I went to school with by a long shot. And I'm young. Like I'm a really young guy. And a lot of people, they almost think like they'll see someone like me, like, "God, it can't be real. Like you're too young, you're too green." But like, it really is. And I know this sounds so cliche, and I'm going to wrap this all into one concise point, but it really is about hard work. That's all it is, because I didn't check any of the boxes. Like I barely passed high school. Like I'm not going to show you my report card, but like I really barely passed high school. And I think a lot of people like always making it up. Like I wasn't. And the thing that I really liked, especially about, even your course or some of the best courses I've taken, is there's an emphasis on teaching you how to work hard. Because once you learn that, you can accomplish everything else. And it's not just grinding, it's working harder, not smarter. So really, if you're on the fence, remember, like, obviously I'm going to tell you all day to take, Nathan's shit, because I enjoyed it. I got results from it, but I want you to vet him and do it for yourself. So in reality, like by doing that, like take the time, look at Nathan's stuff. You know what I mean? Hop on a call with him. Don't try to just be sold. Do your due diligence. You know what I mean? Like take your time to figure this shit out, because I promise you, if you are on the fence and you do, the hard work, the research, you'll find that it's a good fit. So, you know what I mean? I'm not encouraging anyone to buy right off the bat, but go in there, check it out, talk to him, ask him a call, ask him questions. And that's the fastest way to, bridge that gap.
Epic, man. Well, yeah, appreciate those words of wisdom to our listeners. And it's been great tuning in with you today, Declan. So thanks for jumping on. Appreciate it.
Yep. Thanks for having me, Nathan. And I look forward to seeing you soon.
All right. Peace.